An exciting return home from the nation's capital. About 200 local veterans took part in last week's all-expense-paid trip to Washington, D.C. as part of Honor Flight Columbus, visiting the memorials there in our nation's capital.
Karina got to go with them for an emotional and exciting journey. Karina.
Yeah, I think emotional or life-changing are good ways to describe the trip. These men and women got to visit the nation's memorials and celebrate their service. I got to hear so many stories from so many veterans I met on that trip, and that includes one happy couple from Circleville.
There aren't many things Cookie and Robert Johnson do apart. And earlier this month, the happily married couple got to visit the U.S. Air Force Memorial together thanks to the honor flight.
We've had way more recognition than we deserve, but we have, I think, the respect of the community.
That community is Circleville, where they've lived since 1954, moving to Robert's hometown after meeting while stationed with the Air Force in Georgia. Both of them still love sharing their first memories of each other.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I don't know what you're going to say, but go ahead.
This little gal came hopping out of the nurses' quarters just as full of energy and smiling, and I can even remember what she had on. Back in those days, they wore those gray flannel poodle skirts.
He was a good-looking guy, good-looking young guy, and smart, very smart, and I liked him.
The Lovebirds ended up raising 5 kids, while Robert started a construction and industrial supply business, and Marilyn worked nights as a nurse. In their 66 years together, the two kept busy, boating, skiing, and traveling across the country in an RV. They thank the U.S. Air Force for helping them find each other, all while proudly serving their country.
My necklace came twisted up, but I wear it anyways. That's supposed to be the different women in the military.
Side by side and with other veterans close by, the Johnsons accepted a well-deserved recognition from the honor flight in the nation's capital. You can see here, holding hands as each other's lifelong partners and our country's brave patriots.
When you get older, you get a little discouraged as you see the wrinkles coming and so forth. But I just reach over and he'll give me a squeeze.
I just love them. The Johnsons still live in Circleville. They're pretty well known there. They now have 12 grandchildren and 11 great-grandchildren. And again, it all started 66 years ago with their military service. And you'll want to tune in tonight for another local veteran story who fought in the Vietnam War and whose son is buried at Arlington Cemetery. Again, I went on this trip with 220 veterans. Wow. Each one of them has a story. I wish I could share every one of them because you could just imagine what I heard.
Yes, powerful.
Very, very powerful and emotional. And we're glad that they're able to continue it on. And they say they're looking for specifically World War II veterans, right, for next year.
Yeah, there aren't that many left in Central Ohio. But if you know someone, go to the Honor Flight Columbus website. You can nominate someone. You can also volunteer. You can be a guardian and spend the whole day with a veteran or two and kind of help them guide them through visiting these memorials.
Very cool. All right, Karina, thank you so much for bringing those stories, especially on this Veterans Day.